Okay, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I gotta figure out what the fuck these two idiots did. Pissing me off. Okay, let's see if that worked. There we go. Alright, so cat bullshit aside, everything is now fixed. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm going to assume you can hear me right now. Let's get back to the goddamn music. I'm going to murder these two fucking cats, I swear to God. Basically what happened was Beans was doing his thing where he sleeps behind the computer. Misty got startled, so he ran out like a bullet. Beans figured he was under attack, so he ran like a bullet the other way and unplugged 3 things in the back of my computer while he was doing it. Anyway, fun! Let's play some fucking music. Now.
That fell like flame through the ruins that whisper forgotten names. A voice like thunder in silver chain called out valorous through the darkened plains. Ash on the wind, but the fire stayed. Heart still burning, though hope decayed. The oath we carry, the line we tread, for every fallen, for every dead. Oh, flame that never dies, burning our battle cries, let legend mark the stand we made. We are valorous, we are flame, the storm, the shield, the sacred name, born of silence, forged in pain. We rise again and rise again, with sword in hand and truth to claim. The valorous will never fade. If darkness falls like iron rain, we'll carve a dawn from night again. No gods to save, no fate to trust, only the valorous in all of us. Sorrow, breath and blood, truth runs deeper than any flood. The gods may falter, the kings may fall, but the valorous will rise from it all. So lift the blade and bind the vow, for we are the storm that shakes the bow. By shattered sigil and broken stone, the valorous do not stand alone. Oh, flame that never dies, burn in our battle cries, let legend mark the stand we made.
fool's pride and a maiden's call. If you've got a song and a dare to share, better watch your boots and your best loot fair. He sang her high, he sang her low, he sang her fast and sang her slow. One bold verse and away they go. He lost his loot for a tumble in the snow. Anyone seen his boots?
Bradley Kinolda, sprolki varzum grobbi farnum molvi smarum grumma sharnet tolvum veskel zulvrateskun vargi tharnal. Fralki grin var theska dulfen tarnel trova grimdi sulken heskul vargus vunda grimsha skellen tumkel zulrannasha. Ashur faskig rolben taldrik sharnes dreska holven vaskul barnek theskig ron nulda julra volkishon. Relki gundas gremki furlun drakel smurra skarnul durnun velken baski brenki shelkin rektulder in bashum kel. Bradliki bashum kel.
Little tap room with heart burns low. We pass the jug and story so the night won't go. Raise a hand, raise a voice, raise a grin. If you can, we got room at the table for beast barter man. Here's to the clever with a coin up their sleeve, who smiles as they're leaving while the rest still believe. They don't speak in riddles, but they never tell whole. They'll buy you a pint, then they'll pocket your soul. So tilt it back, don't count the cost. For every clever win, some fool gets lost. A cup for the clever, a cup for the fool, a mug for the scoundrel who never played school, a drop for the dreamer, a swig for the sly, and a toast for the tale where the truth goes to die. Now here's to the fool with their boots on the wrong. They dance through the market and sing their own song. They give you their heart like it's bread on a plate. They laugh when they're early and cry when they're late. But fools have luck that books can't teach. They fall off cliffs and still find a beach. A cup for the clever, a cup for the fool, a mug for the scoundrel who never played school, a drop for the dreamer, a swig for the sly, and a toast for the tale where the truth goes to die. To the one who lies low when the sheriff comes near, and the one with a wink that can conjure a cheer. To the one with 5 names, none of them theirs. They'll vanish at dawn, but they paid all their share. So if your tale's too sharp to sing, just hum along and let it sting. A cup for the clever, a cup for the fool, a mug for the scoundrel who never played school, a drop for the dreamer, a swig for the sly, and a toast for the tale where the truth goes to die. at the hearth and the ghost in the hall. To the ones who stood by when we started to fall, we all play our parts in the folly and feast. Tonight we're all legends, at least till the yeast. So fill it up high and let troubles be small. A half is not rich, but we outlive them all. A cup for the clever, a cup for the fool, a mug for the scoundrel who never played school, a drop for the dreamer, a swig for the sly, and a toast for the tale where the truth goes to die.
Brennum holgrum doldrak, Sern holvask tarnok grenur urvak gorum, na eskarum na nargum ast, grumek tholdren baras vundek, karnesk brodun, morvek drest, tarnskel dorvun draskum valmur, na klanrek zulek vest. Karrek holgrum, drasrek holgrum, urvek dunas, tolvunas. Karrek holgrum, dur halrek gorum, dur halrim zulrek, eskarum. Valmur skarnum torgrek, thurvak doldrek, brenkar zullen, karnek gorum, grumek tharnhull, urvek vanrek, oizul randur, hallek askun, morvek thrandun, sermor vaskun, nargun heskur, grumek nabrenum, tolvun vaskum, dur harem gorum, karrek duldrur, karrek holgrum, drasrek holgrum, urvek dunask, tholvunas. Karrek holgrum, dur halrek gorum, dur halrim zulrek, eskarum vas.
Four knots in the ribbon, silk and thread, tied with a smile and the words we said. One for the meeting, the blush, the glance. One for the hope we took as chance. One for the secret we dared not speak, braided in summer by the old ash creek. And one for the now where fingers stay, tangled in vows we twine today. Four knots in the ribbon, one for every vow, three for the heart for the now. Tie it tight and let it be a sign of you, a promise from me. We danced with bare feet on frost-dust ground. The stars wore garlands and the drums made sound. Your hand in mine, the world spun slow, and all we lacked was the word to show. They say love's light, but it's made to stay, woven in branches that bend not sway. So let them bless us, let them cheer. We're not alone, not now, not here. Four knots in the ribbon, tied in the round, one for the roots and one for the sound, one for the year still yet to be, and one for the moment you chose me. Four knots in the ribbon, one for every vow, three for the heart and one for the now. The years may pull, but the thread won't break, for love is the ribbon we choose to make.
In wearing halls and silent glades where brass forgets and dreams are made, there hums a thread none else can see, the stitch of what was meant to be. We weave the springs of wandering thought and twist the truth that time forgot. With every knot we dare to spin, 1,000 fables spark within. Though worlds may break, though pots may bend, though puzzles weave and copper mend, we'll hum a seam to patch a song, no matter where our footfalls fall. Thread of the tinker's needle bright crosses the day and mends the night. We stitch in sparks and smoke and sound, and every stitch is sacred ground. No needle fly or thread be true, for every gnome must see it through. A clock may stop, a glimmer fade, but not the bond that thought has made. We craft an echo, stitch in fire, and bind the stars to our desire. Though names may shift, though lands be lost, we count our years in ash and frost, but somewhere someone sings tonight and pulls the thread back into light. Where the tinker's needle bright crosses the day and mends the night. We stitch in sparks and smoke and sound, and every stitch is sacred ground. No needle fly or thread be true, for every gnome must see it through. So mark them up with color
drifting snow, laughter and prayer in the breath of the room. The silver flame holds back the gloom. So hold on, the thaw will begin. The flame watches over the warmth deep within. Though frost bites the window and dark grips the lane, there's light in the hearth and light in the flame. Neighbors share boots, children share dreams, hope stitched in quilts and patched at the seams. We give what we can, and we never give less, for mercy like fire lives where we rest. So hold on, the thaw will begin. The flame watches over the warmth deep within. Though frost bites the window and dark grips the lane, there's light in the hearth and light in the flame. Let the snow fall, let the cold dry. We've love in the lantern and stars in the sky. The wind may rattle, the world may wane, but still we are singing. Still burns the flame. Hold on through sorrow and strain. The flame will return with the sun and the rain. For hearts bound together are never the same. There's light in the hearth and light in the flame.
Let's go! Dragons don't knock, they kick down the door. Steal your girl, drink your ale, then come back for more. They dance on the table, they kiss the barkeep, then curl by the fire and fall fast asleep. Dragons don't knock, they burst through the wall. They gamble with fate and they never crawl. If they wink at your sister, don't try to fight. Just pour another round and pray they take flight. One played the lute with a knight's broken sword, then challenged the cook to a duel overboard. He sang every verse to 10 men tall, then farted a flame and burned down the hall. Dragons don't knock, they barrel through time. They'll cheat at your cards and insult your rhyme. If they eye your stein with a smoky grin, just flirted hard with the mayor's own wife, then asked her out twice and proposed mid-fight. He bought a round for the priest and the pig, then slept on the roof in a stolen wig. I saw one juggle sheep while reciting the law. He hiccuped a fireball, melted the floor. He cried during songs, then roared at the sky. Who drank my mead? And nobody lied. Dragons don't knock, they steal your boots. They dance on tables in birthday suits. If they burp and the torches flare, duck your head and say a prayer. Dragons don't knock, they toast with their tail. They eat the bartender, then drink the ale. If one walks in, don't lock the door. Just pour 'em a pint and hope it's not war.
In the shadow of crowns that fell like flame, through the ruins that whisper forgotten names, a voice like thunder in silver chains called out Valorous through the darkened plains. Ash on the wind, but the fire stayed. Heart still burning, though hope decayed. The oath we carry, the line we tread, for every fallen, for every dead. Oh, flame that never dies, burn in our battle cries. Let legend mark the stand we made. We are valorous, we are flame. The storm, the shield, the sacred name. Born of silence, forged in pain. We rise again and rise again, with sword in hand and truth to claim. The valorous will never fade. If darkness falls like iron rain, we'll carve a dawn from night again. No gods to save, no fate to trust, only the valorous in all of us. Steel and sorrow, breath and blood, truth runs deeper than any flood. The gods may falter, the kings may fall, but the valorous will rise from it all. So lift the blade and bind the vow, for we are the storm that shakes the bow. By shattered sigil and broken stone, the valorous do not stand alone. Oh, flame that never dies, burn in our battle cries. Let legend mark the stand we made. We are valorous, we are flame. The storm, the shield, the sacred name. Born of silence, forged in pain. We rise again and rise again, with sword in hand and truth to claim. The valorous will never fail. Valorous in every breath, in fire and grief,
In love and death, the oath remains, the name remains, Valorous.
Three coppers for the moon, I said. One for the kiss and one for the thread. One for the promise we left too soon, and none for the silence between the two. I met him where the wild reeds bend, where river mist knows how hearts end. He held my hand like it held the year, but love won't last when it clings to fear. Three coppers for the moon, I said, and one for every tear I shed. If hearts must break and names must part, the moon will keep what breaks the heart. He spoke like fire and dreamed like snow, but never stayed when the tide ran low. We danced where time forgets to keep, and sang what stars would never reap. A month, a night, a wind-worn vow, a touch that lingers even now. He left where shadows veil the dune, and all I kept was a song and moon. Three coppers for the moon, I said, and one for every tear I shed. No grave to tend, no name to write, just silver coin and borrowed light. They say he walks where the river sings, where lost still wears a lover's ring. And if you kneel where stillness lies, the moon might weep with your goodbyes. Three coppers for the moon, I said, and one for every tear I shed. So leave them where the waters run, and maybe he'll come with the sun.
frost runs red and the stone does sing. We were bound by blood for the birth of kings. Axes rang where the pine trees wept, and we earned our names where the wild things slept. The hills knew steel, the peaks knew flame. Long for the south ever learned our name. With hammer in hand and wolf at the gate, carved our homes with the weight of fate. Oh, sons of ice, oh, daughters of fire, we walk the wind and we do not tire. No gold we crave, no lords we dread. We drink to the old ways, and the frost runs red. Fox in the field and flame on the forge, stone in our bones and oaths to the gorge. We buried our dead with iron and song, and we hold the line where the roots grow strong. We bow to none but the mountain's word, and the cry of the crow is our banner heard. Let the valleys sleep, let the rivers roam. The north remembers the shape of home. We are the ember beneath the snow, the silent wrath the world won't know. Our scars are maps, our names are stone. In the north we stand alone. Oh, sons of ice, oh, daughters of fire, we walk the wind and we do not tire. Our hearts beat loud when the horns are fed. We drink to the old ways, and the frost runs red.
In a village lives a handyman, fixes all things best he can. Why's the barn roof caving flat? He gives a shrug. The goblin stole my hat, can you imagine that? The goblin stole my hat. It's threadbare truth, not idle chat. The goblin stole my hat. The widow's fence is lying low, the wind just knocked it in a row. You said you'd mend it, what's with that? He scratches his head. The goblin stole my hat, can you imagine that? The goblin stole my hat. He blames the wind, the rain, the cat, but really 'twas the hat. He's not a cheat, he's not a crook, just cursed by some old goblin's look. With eyes like coins and sneaky toes, it takes the hat and off it goes. He'd fix your door, your chair, your gate, but hatless work must always wait. The goblin stole my hat, can you imagine that? The goblin stole my hat. He hides up trees and smells like bat. The goblin stole my hat. The tavern door's been off all week. Our handyman sleeps by the creek. Where's the hinge, the frame, the slat? He rolls and grins. The goblin stole my hat, can you imagine that? The goblin stole my hat. He blames the moon, the dog, the gnat, but mostly it's the hat. So if you're near and things go wrong, a wheel comes loose or pipe's gone long, don't curse the lad or swing the bat, just raise your brow. The goblin stole my hat, can you imagine that? The goblin stole my gets nailed, no screw stays flat. The goblin stole my hat. So lift your mugs and have a laugh. We live and mend on your behalf. But don't expect your roof or mat. The goblin stole my hat. The goblin stole my hat. Can you imagine that? The goblin stole my hat. The goblin stole my hat.
Clap your hands, boys! Don't be shy, the mistress of blades is passing by. I steal from the rich and I drink with the poor. Pick every lock, kick down every door. I've danced on a table with a duke and his wife, then kissed them both twice just to spice up their life. They call me a thief, they call me a sin, but darling, I call it a damn fine win. I'm the mistress of blades, and I cut where I please with a dagger for hearts and a kiss like the breeze. So guard your gold and your lover's bed. If they're missing at dawn, I'm 3 towns ahead. I've rolled with the gamblers and diced with the dead. I've slept in a lord's own feathered bed. I've kissed a fair maid and a blacksmith's son, and left them both crying when the dawn was done. I've stolen a crown and I've stolen a bed, and honey, I'll steal your heart instead. I'm the mistress of blades, and I cut where I please with a dagger for hearts and a kiss for the breeze. So hide your silver and bolt your door. If I like what I see, it's already yours, no more. The lawmen all love me, though they'll never say, 'cause I drink 'em to sleep when I've had my way. I can slip through a window, a heart or a vow, and if you don't trust me, well, trust me now. I've got silver on my tongue and steel in my hand. I've danced with the devil and kissed the damned. If you think I'm yours, you're a fool in lace, 'cause I'll take your gold and your breath and your play. I'm the mistress of blades, and I cut where I please with a dagger for hearts and a kiss like the breeze. So raise your mugs and your best defense. I've stolen it all and it made no sense. I'm the mistress of blades, and I live for the game, with a cut for your pride and a kiss for your shame. So guard your heart and your sweetest smile. I'll steal them both and stay for a while. Check your purse, boys, and your pay!
We marched through fire, we bled through stone, buried our friends where the black grass grown. We carved their names in a cask of rye and drink till the ghosts come rolling by. Raise your cups and shake your head. The night's still young, so let's drink with the dead. Drink with the dead where the night crows call. Life's just a dent and the grave pays all. Laugh at the gallows, kiss the noose. The hangman sings when you cut him loose. We dined on ashes and feasted on pain, played dice with bones in a blood-red lane. The priest said pray, but we drank instead, 'cause the gods don't care when you drink with the dead. Who takes the gold? The ones who fall. Who takes the grave? We drink with them all. Drink with the dead as the shadows fall. Life's just a wager and death wins all. Laugh at the gallows, kiss the noose. The hangman sings when you cut him loose. So knock 3 times on a coffin lid if you've secrets to tell that the dirt once hid. The dead don't whisper, they roar and sing, and they'll toast your name in a soldier's ring. Drink with the dead and we'll dance in the rain. Life's just a coin and death makes the gain. Laugh at the gallows, kiss the noose. The hangman sings when you cut him loose. Drink with the dead while the cold winds call. Life's but a laugh and the grave takes us all. Dance on the gallows, laugh at the rope. When you've lost it all, you'll still have hope.
Ash to root and root to flame. The path is dark but not profane. Before the bells, before the blade, the world was born from what we made. We are daughters of ash and tide. We bleed with the moon and we do not hide. With salt on our skin and storm in our breath, we speak the names they've silenced to death. The seed, the soul, the sleepless hour. We've carried life through fire and flower. No king nor crown gave us our might. We drew it down from star and night. Oh, hear us now, forgotten queens. With milk and blood we forged the means. No fear, no shame, no cross to bear. The olden path still lingers there. We are the flame that does not fade. The spell unbroken, the debt unpaid. Through birth and bone, through man's cruel reign, you buried the name, but the circle remains. We whispered healing in the field. We sang to stones the wounds to seal. And when they burned what we became, we rose from ash and bore the flame. We keep the herb, we stir the well, we walk the line.
Valorous strives where cowards flee, a fireborn blade by land and sea. His sparkle lights the boldest cry, the silver flame that cannot die. Sapiencia guards the flame in ancient runes and sacred name. She lights the mind, reveals the way, the silver flame in thought's pure ray.
Vesperia stirs the sleeping spark. She sings in dreams that guide the dark through stars.
walks where silence grows. Through final gates the spirit knows. Yet death is but the embers glide. The silver flame still burns inside. Laurentia's hands make gardens rise. She lifts the sick, she clears the skies. Each breath restored, each wound undone. The silver flame makes sorrow run. Silentian holds what must not break. In whispered vow and shadowed wake, his stillness hides, protects, contains the silver flame in silent chains. Luminaria weeps for all the lost, the cruel, the ones who fall. She brings the light no wrath can tame, the softest glow of silver flame. Shine in us, O silver flame, our mother's source and sky. In every heart where truth remains, your light will never die. So guide us now through time and tide, till all returns, till flame and pride. Shine in us, O silver flame, the light that cannot die. Shine in us, O silver flame, burn in every soul. Shine in us, O silver flame, and make the many
When stars fall silent and night runs deep, she walks the woods where no heart sleeps. He came from war with blood on steel, a man of purpose bound to feel. She watched from shade with silver grace, a softer world upon her face. They met where fate forgot to warn, two distant lives, one moment torn. This is the legend of love and of flame, a fire too wild for time to tame. One gave his breath, the other her vow. Only the forest remembers them now. He stood for truth when truth would fade. She held him fast in elm and braid. No crown, no peace, no gods could spare. He died with starlight in her hair. No grave was marked, no bell was rung, just silence where her song began. This is the legend
He drank the well dry in Darnley Square, still asked for more and kissed the mayor. Wrestled a bear with a jug in each hand, then married the barmaid and her old man. He walked through the fire and punched at the storm. They say he was 10 men tall and twice as warm. With a grin like thunder and guts of brass, he'd arm wrestle fate and toast his own ass. He rode a cow through the Lord's front gate, drank all the wine and dodged the plate, taught a griffin how to dance in place, and winked at the queen with a bite of the face. He walked through the fire and punched at the storm. They say he was 10 men tall and twice as warm. With boots made of boulder and breath of hail, he once caught a dragon just to tell the tale. Some say he's dead, some say he fled, some say he's just passed out in the shed. But when the moon's full and the stew pot boils, you'll hear his snore in the chimney coils. He laughed at a flood and drank down the rain, challenged the sun, then did it again. With fists like anvils and tails that brawl, he ain't just big, he's 10 men tall. Oh! Gambled a town on a single bet, lost his pants but ain't done yet. He once sung to a bolt of doom and made it laugh for it left the room. He walked through the fire and punched out the storm. They say he was 10 men tall and twice as warm. If ever he stumbles into your hall, pour him a pint, he's 10 men tall.
Salt wine from Tallerith, sweet and slow, tastes like a lie you once let go. She poured it out with a sailor's grin, said love like this you keep in sin. Ember glass from the veil of flame glows like guilt when you change your name. I bought 2 flasks and a silver chain, traded my past for the sound of rain. Salt wine from Tallerith, ember glass from the veil, I'd trade my name for another tale. The stars don't judge and the sea won't tell, but the wind knows every lie I sell. I kissed a thief in Darsmer Port. She stole my map and left me at court, but I still sing where the lanterns swing of a face I lost and a tide-bound ring. The fog rolls thick where the dead ships moan. Each one sails with a name I've known. I raise my cup and let it pass, another ghost in the looking glass. Salt wine from Tallerith, ember glass from the veil, I'd trade my name for another tale. A name is just an empty sound when your heart's not where it's bound. A monk, a mage, burned my pages, left the stage. But every lie when sails are curled still tastes like truth in another world.
chase the stars, you chase the flame, but the sea still whispers your true name. Salt twine from Talareth, ember glass from the Vale, I trade my name for another tale. Let the sea forget, let the tide erase. Whatever I was, leave not a trace.
Fail sailing nu lores len, vuelev dronil mirian shen. Shall a thalen serin vein, their still sailing shive or king. Mir han brennel viselun lira, elvendrit samor latira. Lirain thorien Ivelain, Sashan Arseli Sylvan Vein. Lorien Miriel Sildrone, Mirashan Seril and Mori. Helden Savele Morintail, Chasselun and Shilail. Riandrival and moorland hush, Thorener and Lyra's blush, Thirin Shalaveli and Lane, Chasseril and Sa Silverine, Seal bloom Ilir and Sigh, Vuelev Dronil Tharine, no drop shan, no Thorin Cree, Chasseril and Lorien Visri. Lorien Miriel Sildroni, Nerashan Seril and Mori. Helden Saveli Morintail, Chassilun and Shilail.
Spices from Caraway, silk from the glens, iron from Tharvin and ink from the pens, scrolls from the sages in lantern-lit halls, writ in a tongue that remembers it all. Buy it or barter, haggle or plead, I've got what you want and a little more greed. One hand for silver, one hand for lies, a good trader always sells twice. Glass from Colwat, bells from the Reach, charms with a grin and a curse in each, coins from dead empire, seeds that hum. I'll sell you a map to the place you're from. Buy it or barter, haggle or plead, I've got what you want and a little more greed. One hand for silver, one hand for lies, a good trader always sells twice. Mirror milk brewed in the Vale of Dreams, boots from a cobbler who sews and screams, ash root tea and a song in wax, love notes burned into an old war axe. Buy it or barter, haggle or plead, I've got what you want and a little more greed. One hand for silver, one hand for lies, a good traitor always sells twice. Warm lace thread from a knight's own shroud. Tears from a queen who was never too proud. Laughter bottled from the feast of flame. Pay now or forget my name. I've sold snow to a frost-born fear to a knight. Time in a locket and truth by the bite. I don't need charm, I don't need grace. I've got the world packed in this case. Salt wine from Darsmer, dusk oil from Rin. A mask that weeps when you let it win. Knuckle bones etched in forgotten tongue. But don't ask what's sung when the deal is done. Buy it or barter, haggle or plead. I've got what you want and a little more greed. One hand for silver, one hand for lies. A good trader always sells twice. Now what'll it be?
Horns to the night, blades to the dawn. Blood for the oath till the dark is gone. The mead runs hot and the torches flare. Steel in our fists and death in the air. Raise up your cups and hear the drums. The feast is set and the reckoning comes. Smoke on the wind and blood on the stone. Glory is a crown for the ones who've grown bold. Drink to the red feast, drink to the kings. Steel in the hall and blood that sings. Lay down your mercy, take up your wrath. The gods weigh honor when they carve the path. The shield wall roars and the night burns bright. Axes like wolves in the winter's bite. The horns call deep where the old bones lie. Tonight we dine, for tomorrow we die. Smoke on the wind and blood on the stone. Glory is a crown for the ones who've grown bold. Drink to the red feast, drink to the kings. Steel in the hall and blood that sings. Lay down your mercy, take up your wrath. The gods weigh honor when they carve the path. Break the gate and salt the land. Sing with fire and fight with hand. Bend the knee or break the crown. The red feast calls and the blood pours down. Drink to the red feast, drink to the kings. Steel in the hall and blood that sings. Raise up the banners, break the bread. The world runs red when the feast is fed. Horns to the night, blades to the dawn. Blood for the oath till the dark is gone.
Silveronen Lorien faller skillnar Thorelna Valorous Soundtrack Dron thalen grillen morven salen siltonel shaven Nerel salorit lira safil thurim selve miril kelen Silvanor några våren lårs vävo travel morin kalum varnel forna vår thevevin endrel nische voltor ven shaen vel siliren shalan nirel selum siloren ler salum vaila satronel silvor shalen nifelen selive Veril senil leverin silshan thoir saloren iluthin grill Kavor shalor therin moreneth Nilorin genevor shalven Niruel selve toranel in shalar nerel sala shalanen ven Ilren morven sil salorien droner thoil ni thuren again Sleep, little leaf, in the shadows sway. The green cloak watches till break of day. Roots will cradle, stars will shine. The whispering trees will guard what's mine. Dream, little bud, where the moonlight glows, where moss runs soft and the foxglove grows. The owls keep time and the wind sings low. You're safe where only the green folk go. Close your eyes beneath the bough. No harm shall touch your soft sleep now. Held in leaf and woven rain, till dawn returns to you again. Rest, little stem, in the hush of dew. The night is long, but it's kind to you. With thistles hush and ferns embrace, you sleep beneath the wildwood's grace. Still, little bloom, let your worries cease. The green cloak walks with feet of peace. No blade shall break, no dark shall creep. So hush now, child, and gently sleep. Close your eyes beneath the bough. No harm shall touch your soft sleep now. Held in leaf and woven rain, till dawn returns to you again.
Gossamer sunlit courtyards, the maidens sway like flame, with desert eyes and wine-sweet lips, no two ever the same. They burn you with their passion, they steal you with their song, and you'll not forget their laughter, though you tarry there too long. On Rin's jeweled island, where the masked balls never end, the ladies glide through lantern light with a smile that can't pretend. Perfume
perfume whispers bind you. Their intrigue is the game, and your heart is left a hostage to the music and the shame. Oh, the world is wide with wonders, each kiss a kindled name. But the women of Caldara, they're the ones who set me aflame. Hey, it's the women of Caldara with their laughter wild and free. No sweeter sight in all the lands, no kiss as rich as thee. In Talarith's rowdy taverns with their salt wine on the floor, the sirens drink with sailors till the dice can roll no more. The nobles cross the narrows just to gamble in their arms, for the dockside girls of Talarith have 1,000 ragged charms. In Caraway the spicers paint your lips with saffron red, while Glen maidens weave silk dreams in the softness of their bed. Their voices ring like harp song, their smiles perfume the air, and a single night beside them leaves you tangled past repair. Oh, the world is wide with wonders, each kiss a kindled name. But the women of Caldara, they're the ones who set me aflame. Hey, it's the women of Caldara with their laughter wild and free. No sweeter sight in all the lands, no kiss as rich as thee. Where Colwat meets the fire desert, the daughters scorch like glass. Their laughter sharp as embers, their touch will never pass. And beyond the veil of flame burns with maidens fierce and bright. They shine like molten ember glass and blaze you through the night. In Tharvan's stormy fjordlands, the tall maids take their due. With iron eyes and braided hair, they'll drink you black and blue. They love like raging thunder, they kiss like biting rain, and you'll wake up in their longhouse swearing never more again. Oh, the world is wide with wonders, each kiss a kindled name. But the women of Caldara, they're the ones who set me aflame. Aye, it's the women of Caldara with their laughter wild and free. No sweeter sight in all the lands, no kiss as rich as thee. They whisper of the dream maids who walk in mist and song. With mirror eyes and silver hair, they've kept me wandering long. But touch them and they vanish like smoke upon the tide, and you wake to find an empty bed with longing at your side. I've sailed the seas of silver, I've braved the storm and flame. I've tasted every wonder, I've learned each lover's name. But when the nights grow lonely and the stars are out of sight, it's a kiss from Caldara that warms me through the night. Oh, the world is wide with wonders, each kiss a kindled name. But the women of
voice was smoke and her breath was rain. She taught my lips how to curse the chain. The road was red where our vows were sown, and the night kept secret the gods don't own. But the dawn runs fast and the stars grow thin. When you love the dark, it will love your sin. Where the moon kissed black on a raven's wing, I gave my soul for the song she'd sing. Through ash and ember, through storm and sting, I'll follow her shadow on a raven's wing. Chains of silver, ropes of flame. Every oath is a sweeter shame. If love is a sin, let the heavens fall. I would burn for her shadow above them all. In hushed night somber, where the silence clings, when the moon lays down on the raven's wings. Where the moon kissed black on a raven's wing, I gave my soul for the song she'd sing. Through ash and ember, through storm and sting, I'll follow her shadow on a raven's
your name. Feel the fire that none can tame.
Take the road, let fear be slain, and rise, and rise, and rise again. Where the stars forge steel, we'll stand, we'll fight, with magic and might in the roaring night. Raise your blade and swear the deal. Our hearts are the fire, our souls the steel. Our hearts are the fire, our souls the steel. Wait! She came from the hills with a grin and a pout. Said, I like my men strong, but I wear 'em out. She bent a horseshoe with naught but a squeeze, and left poor Tom lipping back to his cheese. Oh, the blacksmith's wife, she's a fearsome lass. She swings a forge and she'll grab your ass. Her hammer's big and her temper's wild, but God's help the man who gets her riled. She bellows by day and she bellows by night. She's got arms like ropes and an appetite. When her man took sick from a rusty nail, she nailed his friend and drank the ale. Oh, the blacksmith's wife, she's a fearsome lass. She swings a forge and she'll grab your ass. Her hammer's big and her temper's wild, but God's help the man who gets her riled. She drinks her meat straight from the spout, then winks at the bard and calls him out. Sing me a tune or I'll break your lute, and show these lads what a real girl'll boot. Oh, the blacksmith's wife, she's a fearsome lass. She swings a forge and she'll grab your ass. Her hammer's big and her temper's wild, but God's help the man who gets her riled. The Lord's own son rode into town and offered gold to lay her down. She kissed his cheek and cracked his crown, then used his purse to buy a round. Oh, the blacksmith's wife, she's a fearsome lass. She swings a forge and she'll grab your ass. Her hammer's big and her temper's wild, but God's help the man who gets her riled. Raise your mugs and toast her name, a lass of fire, forge and flame. She'll steal your heart, your coin, your pride, then toss you out till the frost next rise. Oh, the blacksmith's wife, she's a fearsome lass. She swings a forge and she'll grab your ass. Her hammer's big and her temper's wild, but God's help the man who gets her riled.
I was born with the rope and a reel in my hand, where the salt hits the skin and the surf kisses sand. The sea may be mistress, but the land is my bride, and she waits with a lantern when I ride the tide. Oh, the tide brings me home from the silver sea, from gull-split skies to the land that knows me. I chase the wind where the white waves foam, but the tide always brings me home. We've hauled up silver and bled for the net, with a sunburnt laugh and a shirt still wet. But there's fire in the hearth and bread on the board and a kiss by the door worth every oar. Oh, the tide brings me home from the silver sea, from gull-split skies to the land that knows me. I chase the wind where the white waves foam, but the tide always brings me home. Lights on the farthest shore, sailed where the whales and the sea drakes roar. But no foreign port could steal my stride, for my heart set sail with the turning tide. Oh, the tide brings me home from the silver sea, from gull-split skies to the land that knows me. I chase the wind where the white waves foam, but the tide always brings me home. So raise me a pint when the spray runs cold, and carve me a tale in your stories told. For I'll chase the stars till my sails turn white, but I'll drift to her arms come the morning light. Oh, the tide brings me home from the silver sea, to the cliffside wind and the sea stone lee. We are sons of the salt, but not made to roam. The sea may be wide, but the tide brings us home.
Raise the iron and roll. Pack up your courage, your steel and your pride. Storm clouds are calling, the gates open wide. Coins in our pockets, ha, not for long, but the road loves the blade and the blade loves the song. Hell in our bellies and fire in our veins. The night's full of whispers, the wild calls our names. Raise the iron, raise the cry. Steel to the dark and a torch to the sky. Drink to the daring, the doomed and the bold. We'll trade our lives for silver and gold. Down in the dungeons where shadows will creep, treasure lies buried in caverns so deep. Blades for the biting and spells for the storm, and boots that march on when the wine's still warm. We've dice for the fates and a kiss for the grave, but none can be fearless who's never been brave. Raise the iron, raise the cry. Steel to the dark and a torch to the sky. Drink to the daring, the doomed and the bold. We'll trade our lives for silver and gold. Some seek for glory, some hunger for fame. Some chase a devil to carve out their name. But all roads are ending in shadows or fire. So sing while you can and strike till you tire. Clang the mugs and shake the floor. None return who knock on fate's door. Blood for the pact and a laugh for the fight. We march for the dawn and we drink for the night. Raise the iron, raise the cry. Steel to the dark and a torch to the sky. Drink to the daring, the doomed and the bold. We'll trade our lives for silver and gold. Raise the iron and roll.
and the deep took the brave. We carved their names on a salt white grave. The tide pulls hard and the night runs long, but the sea knows the words of an old, old song. Raise them high, let the waters glow, for the souls that fell where no man goes. Lanterns on the black tide swinging in the gale, carry us home through the storm and hail. If the sea must take us, let her take us both, with a song on our lips and our hands on the oars. The fog hides bones where the whales still sing. The bell tolls low like a rusted ring. The stars look cold and the moon looks torn, but the sea keeps the vows that the lost have sworn. Raise them high, let the dead men see that we drink to their ghosts in the salt and sea. Lanterns on the black tide swinging in the gale, carry us home through the storm and hail. If the sea must take us, let her take us both, with a song on our lips and our hands on the oars. Here's to the bones in the corals keep. Here's to the prayers that the drowned men weep. If the gods hear nothing but the ocean's roar, we'll light our lamps and we'll sing once more. Lanterns on the black tide swinging in the gale, carry us home through the storm and hail. If the sea must take us, let her take us both, with a song on our lips and our hands on the oars. Lanterns on the black tide swinging through the storm, light us a path where the cold runs warm. If the sea will claim us, let her hear us sing. Raise up the dead and let the dark bells ring. Lanterns on the black tide, carry us home.
Den ora vi har an eldrevet hav, weil athrin voren I servar, Cali voren loren, a shall to renven. From blackened stone and broken steel, where sorrow carved its cruel domain, the fallen rose with hearts to feel, not for glory but to aim. In morning's depth their strength was found, in whispered names and tear-streaked songs. From hallowed graves and battlegrounds they march for right against the wrong. From broken veil to silver shore, their oath is more than steel or song. They rise for those who rise no more, to shield the weak, avenge the